Hey everyone, it's Jo Carter here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be Konmariing my TBR shelf. I first got this idea from Sam at Thoughts and Tomes. I'll leave all of her videos in the links below. Her official Konmari was done years and years ago, and I did do one when she first put it out. I'll leave a link to my video up above in the cards. But I'm at this stage now where I'm really wanting to get down to a 0 TBR. I know there's still going to be plenty of books on here. I don't just want to get rid of all of them because there is a lot that I want to read, a real lot, and I don't want to just get rid of them all, but there are still some on here that I just don't care about as much as finishing some of the other series on my red shelves up here and right up above there. And I'm not going to get to these. Currently it's going to take 2 years to read everything on these two shelves here. And there are just some books on here that I still think that if I take them all off and do a proper Konmari, which is taking things off their place, touching them, looking at them and deciding what you want to do, I think that there will be some that I'll want to unhaul. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to pull them all off. I'm going to have a look at them, decide, do I actually want to keep this or do I not? Because even the last time that I did this was a couple of years ago, I think two years ago possibly. It was right after we moved in here, and we've been here for more than 2 years now. So it's been a long time. My tastes have probably changed with some of these books again, and I'm really excited to get my shelves down. I was actually Googling something that I used to do when I was younger and didn't have a lot of money, is that I would, in the series that I was partway through, I would go and put them into a spreadsheet, the next book in the series to purchase, and then I would go look on eBay, or at the time I think it was a website called Chaos, and I would find out how much they were, and then I'd add it all up and be like, this is how much it would cost to continue with all the series. So I really love spreadsheets that way, and I actually started to do it the other day, because I can't wait to be at that stage. And like I said, even though I don't want to get rid of everything here, I really want to pare it down, so I'm actually just reading stuff that I'm really enjoying. Let's get into it, hey? I'm feeling a little bit funny about maybe not having everything in the right order, because I've got them in tab order, but so I put a different sticky note on them depending on what year I purchased them in. So I should be able to put them back in that order, but just this is why you gotta take things off, because otherwise when they stay up there, you're like, no, they look normal and how I'm used to them looking. Hey, Papa. Hey. This is Cooper. This is Cooper. Will you look at a Cooper? You smell yuck, like you've been eating something. Oh, what are you eating? Okay, they're all off now. Let's have a look. Okay, Ice Station, Matthew Riley. This one, still yes. Stray by Rachel Vincent. What I might do is, lately, or in the past 6 months to a year, a set of booktube videos have come out that people have been doing called Try a Chapter Challenge, where if they're not sure about books, and they'll try a chapter of a few different books to see if they want to read them. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile, and I'm going to try a chapter or 20 pages of it and see whether, because I mean, I love the cover, and I still think it could be interesting, but I'm just worried that it's going to be the alpha male douchebag new adult stuff. So I'll put this in the maybe pile, and I'll do a try chapter challenge and let you guys know. Adoration, yes. The Land of the Painted Caves, yes. Last book in a series. Ranger's Apprentice, yes. Yes. I want to keep doing these. Now, probably what I thought were going to be the first two books to go were these Agatha Christie ones. What do I have? I thought I was going to really enjoy Agatha Christie, but I read the Murder on the Orient Express, which is supposed to be one of her best ones, and I thought it was just okay. Therefore, I'm not keen to read these anymore, and I'm going to unhaul these. I actually thought that maybe I kept Murder on the Orient Express, but obviously I've gotten rid of it. So these two are going to be the first to go. This one is going to be a maybe as well, An Ordinary Man. It's a non-fiction book about a guy's life has all these dangerous men at his hotel, and he's trying to look after them and hide all the other people, all the other civilians in his hotel, and try and stop the murderous people from. So I think it could be interesting, but I'm going to put it in a maybe pile to see whether I like the writing style. Dead Rage, yes, this is on my TBR this year, and I still think it's interesting. But I think I might get rid of Zombie War, because even though I do want to read Dead Rage, I'm not really much of a horror reader, at least not at this stage in my life, and I think that this one, I'm going to read Dead Rage around Halloween, so already that's going to be staring at me for the next 6 months or so, more than that, and then this one is going to be staring at me for another year or so, so this one as well I'm going to unhaul. So all the Thoroughbred books, including the one that's on my TBR for this month, I'm going to keep because I still really enjoy the series. I really enjoyed finishing it, easily quick to read. No surprises there. The Name of Wind, I'm going to keep, that's on my TBR. Prisoners in the Palace. I feel like I did this when I did a try chapter challenge, but I didn't record it. Maybe 2. Okay. I'm going to unhaul this. So if you've watched my latest wrap up, which I'll leave a link up the top there, this is a series that I still intend on continuing, but I only am reading them on audiobook because that's what I find funny and fascinating. I don't think I'm even going to purchase any other books. So this is the one that I'm actually up to, but book 3 I didn't have, but I don't think I'm going to buy them and keep them. I think I'm purely going to read them on audio, so I'm going to get rid of this too. And do I have... These are also the other 2 that I own, but again, I don't think I'm ever going to reread these in physical, so I'm going to get rid of them. And because I bought them all on Audible, they'll stay in my library forever in the way that I enjoy reading them. Okay, Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. I am going to unhaul this, even though I feel a bit sad about it because I think I could enjoy it, but it's one that I'm literally not going to pick up for the next couple of years, so I'm going to get rid of it. I'm sure there'll be no shortage of it if I ever want to get it again, but I doubt I'm going to think about it after this. Hello, bud. The 8th book, which is an educational book by the Victorian Education Department. This one I'm going to read. It's on my list this year. My grandpa gave it to me. Even though I'm a little bit intimidated by it because it's non-fiction, I still want to read it and have something to chat to him about. We've got Voyager by Diana Gabaldon. I'm a little bit scared about this book, but because I didn't enjoy Dragonfly and Amber, but I loved Outlander. So I'm going to keep this, I'm going to try it, but there is a potential that this is going to be the book that stops me from reading the rest of the series. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully I love it, but we'll see. Got the Dragon Tattoo on Paper Fire. Yes, I'm going to keep those. Extravaganza City of Swords. Yes. Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I'm going to unhaul this one as well. I'm listening to it on audio at the moment, and I know this is a beloved series of many people, but because I didn't read it... My dog's butt. Oh my god. Cooper! I'm sorry. I forget that his little butt is on the show. Yeah, come here, come here. Hey, hey. Sit. Sit. Good boy. There you go. I know this is everybody's, a lot of people's beloved series, but I didn't read it when I was younger, so it's not nostalgic, and I'm listening to the first book on audio, and I'm enjoying it, but I'm not loving it. I'm somewhere between bored and interested, so I don't think I'm going to continue with the series, and if I do, I think probably not, like, I don't see the ending is going to super interest me, so if I did continue, I think I'd continue on audio and I wouldn't actually read the rest of the series. Okay, so then we've got a bunch of Trudy Canavans, which I am going to continue because I read the Black Magician trilogy that I'm reading this year. Is that what it's called? Yes, yes. A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. Yes, this is the lovely illustrated edition that my sister actually got me for Christmas this year. This is actually also she re-gifted this to me, so she bought this. I don't know whether she read it and didn't want to keep it, or she didn't end up reading it and was just unhauling, but I really wanted it and said, dude, like, it's around Christmas, wrap it up and give it to me for Christmas. Save some money, I'll love it. And I do. The Girl Who Takes an Eye for an Eye. So this is the last book in the Millennium series that I just shown, so I'm going to keep this. Then we've got Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Angel. I'm going to keep these. Even though I didn't enjoy City of Bones or City of Ashes, the Mortal Instruments series, I think that I'll probably enjoy this because if it's around a romance, I absolutely love romance. Alright, last stack. So we've got the Game of Thrones series by George R.R. Martin. I'm currently reading at the moment part 1 to this part 2, A Storm of Swords. Potentially this part 1 is going to be the book that either makes or breaks the rest of the series for me. So when I was reviewing A Clash of Kings, which is the second book, I wrote in my review that if I had known how I felt and how much of a slog this series is for me at the beginning, I probably wouldn't have started it. As it is, I'm still a token interested in certain people's lives, but I don't know whether, like, I'm just going to be reevaluating myself when I'm reading this part 1 of A Storm of Swords and just trying to see whether I want to continue or not. So potentially these could be unhauled, but I won't know that until I get a bit more into A Storm of Swords, because I literally just started it yesterday and I didn't really read much, so I'm only up to page 20 or something like that. I've got Sword Art Online number 9 and 10. I'm keeping these because I love these series and I also watched the TV show. A Study of Scarlet by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I am going to read this because I'm still interested in Sherlock Holmes. Crazy Rich Asians by Cameron Kwan. I'm keeping this because I got it for Christmas and I absolutely loved it, and I haven't read it yet, but I've been wanting to read this book as soon as I heard about it, and I haven't watched the movie so that I can read it. Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I'm going to keep this. The Lives of Lockie Lamora. Now this one is interesting because I am unhauling this book because I want to purchase The Lives of Locke Lamora in a better copy. I got gifted this book in a Secret Santa online. So there's a website called Library Thing, and they do a Santa thing where at Christmas time you pay it's like $20 or something, and someone else is assigned to you that has certain tastes, and they look at your shelves and see what you've read, and then they picked a couple of books for you. This one came in it. I do want to read it, but I don't want to read it in this edition. I'm really hoping that I'm going to love it like everybody else does, and I want it in a better one than a mass market paperback. So I am going to unhaul this, but I'm going to add it to my Goodreads want read list. Yes, it means that I'm not going to be able to read it for a few years unless someone buys it for me, but hopefully doing this unhaul, I'll be able to get it read a lot quicker. Got Harry Potter History and Magic, which I am reading. I'm reading it soon because it's on my TBR for this month and for April. And a Goblet of Fire illustrated Harry Potter. I'm definitely keeping this. This one was on my TBR for April and March. However, because of my... No, was it that video? Because I made friends with a girl on BookTube who I can't remember her name, but I'll put it up across here. Check out her channel. I'll leave a link below. And we're actually going to buddy read this series. The illustrated books of this one. At the moment, she's still reading Prisoner of Azkaban. We're probably going to read around like May, June these together when she's had a time to read that and purchase this one. I'm excited about this, but I'm just not reading it quite so yet. Unhauling these ones, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm also unhauling these two, which are 2 that are already on my red shelf. Time to put these bunnies back on their shelf. I don't know what colour post-its they are again, so I'm going to be looking at that. So they can all go over there. Oh, but I do have these 3 that I'm going to try a chapter of. Oh, you know what? I'm also going to unhaul this one because I like these ones better. This is the first, this is the second. It's so big, it's got such a big border around it. Hopefully I can find it matching, but I'm going to get rid of it on the guides that I can. So I was looking at editions too, obviously, so. But I am keeping, so like these are the same series, but they redid the last ones because I don't know whether they were just rebranding or Stieg Larsson actually passed away. So this one is actually written the latest or the last one, The Girl Who Takes an Eye for an Eye. She's actually written by David Langencraster instead of Larsson. So I don't mind them being in different things because I was kind of picturing that the first 3 would be in this cover, and then I would get the final 3 in this one here, so that's okay. There we go, guys, look at this. I knew that my shelves were getting close to just being one. Oh my gosh, look at it. Aside from like, so we've got the maybes, which maybe go back on, so we'll see that. We do have the last Game of Thrones, that doesn't quite fit. And then we do also have my current TBR from my TBR video, which I'll leave a link up here. But aside from that, look at it. One shelf. Okay, let's do a count. 1, 4, 35, maybe 38. We're not sure. Gosh, oh my lord. I don't know how to express how happy this makes me feel. It is so gorgeous. I feel happy about every book. Every book that's on here, I feel happy about. Oh, man, this is what I wanted. I was quietly hoping in my head going, like, it doesn't, you know, perfectly fit onto one shelf, but it's so dang close. Oh, man. I'm so happy with this. It makes me feel closer to achieving my goal of having a 0 TBR without feeling like it's ridiculously unattainable. Like, the number is still at like 40, but if I can read, holy shit, guys. So I've already read 5 books this year. I read 35 last year. If I read another 30 books this year, I will have 10 books to go. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That is just insane. I'm so excited for my reading this year. Even if I don't finish, I don't think I'm going to finish my TBR. Maybe, but I don't want to, if I'm enjoying Game of Thrones again, then I'm not going to get rid of them. That's fine. I'm not, the purpose of this is not just to get rid of my books so that I've got none. Like, that's not what I'm aiming for. But if I decide not to, there is a good chance that I won't like the rest of the Game of Thrones, because I've still found them really, even when I read the first book, I enjoyed it, but it was really hard to get through because it's just very slow. And even I was looking at a couple of reviews for this one that I'm reading at the moment, and ran out of memory again. But I really should end this video because it's just going to be me gushing about how much I friggin' love this. It's just, oh, it just makes my heart so happy. It's such a small thing, but I love it. So I'm going to sign off because I'm just going to keep gushing about how much yeah. Let's end it here so I don't bore you guys with my excitement. But thanks everybody for watching if you've watched this far, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!